going to be sharing with you all a story that is quite personal to me. Forgive me, I need some notes. Any other time, I'm standing on stage is telling very black and blue comedy. Right now, this is something very significant. It's 2006, a warm Saturday summer night. I had no plans for the evening. I wanted to spend a nice, relaxing weekend at home with my parents and cook for them. My specialty, General Tso's chicken. Cooked golden and juicy, deep fried to perfection. Maxwell, my first true love, was returning from a long leave abroad. It was going to be his first summer back, and I couldn't wait to see him. He was such a cute brother. He was tall, broad-shouldered, with a winning smile, and a disarming charm and a quick wit about him. So cool that he could rob a leopard of his spots. He stole my heart the moment we met. His gaze was so disarming. He was out with some guy friends at Vision, one of my favorite clubs in Chicago, known for its raving house beats and its world-class DJs. And around 11 p.m., he texted me and asked if I wanted to join in the fun. Of course, I said yes. I could never turn down an invitation from him. And it always felt like grabbing a drink and hitting the dance floor with him gave me extra life. And I had Friday's pay burning in my pocket and a still will to get over to my beloved as soon as possible. Nobody in the world, nobody on earth had the power to make me feel so in love, so smitten, so drawn to him, that I would run like hell every chance I could to be with him. We linked up at a bar on the second floor, and he had a Cosmo waiting on me. We hit the dance floor, and I was dressed in a black tube top, showing off my chocolatey arms, and a mini skirt just short enough with mint green piping and some black high heels with some faux emeralds lacing my French manicured toes. I was a cute little tight-bodied something in my day. They know my brand, that's accurate. Any other night, I would be at this club, alone, by myself, sober, playing coy seductress. But this club was a bastion of the Viagra triangle. Just littered with mediocre 50-something-year-old white guys. Sorry, white guys, just for the story. But knowing me, I would lock eyes just long enough to play that coy seductress. And whenever the hitting on was getting a little too close to my nose zone, I'd dance my way over to the bar. But tonight was special because it was a much desired night. I was going home with whom I wanted to go home with. And we were happy, tipsy, vibrating with that beautiful, sexy energy, you know. We were getting ready to lock into that kind of transcendent, blissful groove that we had come so accustomed to, that we longed for all those nights. We had that kind of R&B love. Somebody in here got that R&B love right now. You know what I'm talking about, that won't let go love. The kind of love Erica Badu used to sing about. Got a good book and got all in it. Tried a little yoga for a minute, but it won't let go kind of love. Tried to turn the sauna up to hotter. Drunk a whole jar of holy water, but it won't let go type of love. I like to think she was singing about us. That was our song. And I had the fortune of being with him a time or two before this night, and it always felt amazing being in his presence. But I could feel a sense of unease within me. So several hours later, as we emerged from our makeshift love den, spent yet very energized, we were getting ready to leave. And he opened up the passenger side door for me, as he always treated me like a true gentleman. And he went over to his side, opened the door, and as we were about to pull off, blue flashing lights came descending upon us. You could see them lighting up the back of the car. Sirens blared. A male officer's voice boomed from the loudspeaker. "Driver, get out of the car now." Fully compliant, he emerged from the vehicle with his hands up to God, to Jesus, to anybody. This was not supposed to be how our night ended. This was not supposed to be how anything ended. Dear God, not tonight, not this way. "Are you all right?" he asked the cop. If there was anybody in my life that had that kind of disarming charm, it was him. And if there was any a time ever to use it, it was right now. Nobody else checks in on these officers like that. I think they need that. But the officer's gun was trained on him, that cold steel, him staring down the barrel of a gun and quickly looking around. There were 3 more beams of cold steel pointing in his direction. After such a blissful night, we couldn't imagine 4 officers' guns drawn at him. And for what? He didn't have a record. Never had a negative interaction with a cop, ever. Might have had 1 speeding ticket in his whole life. I didn't drive. But I wondered why this was happening. My mind and my heart raced, and I prayed, and confused and frightened, I sat heeding his warning to keep that ass right there. Several moments passed, several very tense moments, and my feelings rapidly shifted from lava hot to Arctic cold to numb. The officer explained once he holstered his service weapon that cars in situations like this are considered as possible weapons. And the car was reported as stolen. This simple misunderstanding could have ended in my beloved's blood running cold down the sidewalk. That wasn't how this was supposed to happen. Not at all. Not like this. The memory of this night lay dormant in my mind until another warm summer night, Thursday, July 7th, 2016. The night began like any in my married life. I was wrapping up my job, working for a pharma clinical recruiting company, and I let the dogs outside in the backyard for their evening romp. I started up the grill for dinner, and I caught a glimpse of the nightly news with my husband, a white, medically retired Army vet who had just enrolled in a criminal justice program at the University of Colorado. We looked at the screen. Breaking news. A grainy video of a Facebook Live feed shot by a woman screaming for help. Grainy video trained on the bloody body of a black man in his car, gasping for his last breaths. Shot 5 times by a Minneapolis police officer, all because he believed that he was grabbing for a gun. His gun, his licensed, registered gun. Her name, Diamond Reynolds. His name, Philando Castile. Her name could have been Erica, and his name could have been Maxwell.